and whatever it is. So I like to be with the reality, but being in the reality, we also dream, you see. The moment we don't dream, we cannot do anything. You see, dream is something that you may not reach, but you have to think like that.
Right.
And I'm a hopeful man, and to achieve that
fantasy
atmosphere of fantasy, so I wanted to get it in the medium of oil paintings, watercolors. It was not coming. So one day mixing the acrylic medium and oil painting, you know, like when you, I don't know whether you do washing your dishes.
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. So when you do, you'll see that when with the soap you do, the oils, if you have, they don't get mixed up. You see, they are scattered.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
So that very thing and many other things.
That effect you wanted in your...
And I wanted to have that. So one day I worked with the watercolor, water and oil. It gives some kind of effect. And then with oil, I saw that it is possible.
Yeah.
The moment you know that it is possible, then you try. You try, and you don't. Even if you don't reach exactly where you wanted to go, but you go at a certain point.
Yeah.
For that, you have to give your energy and work for that.
Yeah. What is your whole process of creativity? Where does it begin? And which is the highest point in this whole process? When are you the happiest? And then when do you know your work of art has reached its destination?
When we work, we don't know, as I say, that how it is progressing. But once it is done, you are too much with it to appreciate, to say, well, it is not bad, you see. After a few days or after some time, you say, well, it's not so bad, I have worked.
Yeah.
So it gives you certain self-pleasure, you see. Normally, I take many sketches, you see. Whenever I travel, I do sketches. In the airport, in the station, and in the metro, or cafe, I do sketches. And those sketches also help you to start a painting. Normally, I do the drawing, full drawing. When I do the drawing, it takes some time, 2 or 3 days to compose it. Once it is composed, then I don't change the shape, the forms, you know. Now, what changes? The colors and the other things around.
Right.
You see, the things that gives you that moral effect.
Yeah,
those
murals.
things. It's a moral effect. So I felt that effect that you get from mixing up the color, it helps me to express my what I wanted to do, that create a kind of work where one can go around and get their innocence of the childhood, or they can imagine certain things. Finally it is going to sometimes it doesn't go, but it goes to somebody's place and hangs on the wall, you see.
You were talking about the work of art going to others. How much money in Indian rupees does your work of art generally sell at?
Thank you very much. You know, it's a plenty of complications there, you see, because naturally I know that there was some of my work which I sold with a very little amount of money, which I'm so thankful to those people who luckily they bought, and I continued painting, you see. And it is a very complicated process.
But you have been able to, contrary to what your father was afraid of,
yes, you
have been able to make a living out of art.
Because my mother-in-law, you see, that my wife's mother, my wife is French, so we studied together. And she also helped us a lot in the beginning. I got help in my family, and she also helped us very much. And she never expressed the way my father wished to express. You know, he was, what he will do, you know, and he will cry, he'll about to cry, you see. And but my mother was in that way a more stronger person. You know, I'm quite happy. Okay. It is, but not that I'm happy what I'm doing, but I'm quite happy the way it is going on.
Shaped up. Yeah. We'll talk more about art and his whole journey with this medium of expression, but that's after a break. Sakti ji, we were talking about art and as a way of life, of course. I mean, as a, but you know, your work, you've essentially worked in France. First of all, I want to ask you, what about France, you know, made you stay back and not come back to India?
When you go anywhere, after passing certain moment of time in some places, 20 years I passed in India. So when you go, you take yourself, what you are, you don't live yourself there behind and you go.
You carry it with you.
You carry it with you. But naturally there I had not gone to be what I was, you see. And as a young man, you wanted to go and study somewhere, so you wanted to see what is going on there, you see. So I was interested to know what is going on.
You were exploring yourself as well as a new place.
There I am more concerned to learn painting, so for that all the things that I have to do, like traveling, going to see the museums, going to see the art galleries where the Picasso, Chagall and
so Paris kind of helped the artist in you evolve and grow, and that's why you stayed back.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I stayed back also for, because at that time in India we didn't have that much of possibilities to make your livings here.
Yeah, as an artist.
As an artist.
Right. You have explored painting, of course. Painting has traveled with you all through. You've also done lithography, and then you gradually, you know, you've also moved towards sculpting. Is this all because an artist who, you know, who has half a century behind him of sheer art as a way of life, do you think it's a need for an artist to keep experimenting with newer forms of expression? That's why you have tried all this?
Yes, yes. You know, the sculpture or lithography was also helped me to live, you see, because lithography, it is a different medium.
Right.
And it goes to many people, and also it is not very expensive.
Yeah.
So that period has helped me financially. Yes. And another, the sculpture is also that. You see, sculpture on the contrary, I spent plenty of money. But it doesn't return me.
Yeah.
But because you like to see how you can you work with the
bronze.
mud, with the clay.
You worked with bronze and clay.
Clay, then bronze. You see.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I have done some sculpture with by in wood. You see, because that I can do it at home with some instrument. You see.
That kind of physical labor, which it is exciting in its own way. Is it fulfilling?
It used to. It used to. Now I can't do it so much. But at that time it was. I have done several sculptures in wood. You see.
Yeah.
And even for that, my mother-in-law used to come and help me to to cut it. You see.
Right.
So this is everyone like to do, but some of them they do. Others they don't like to do, or they wanted to do, they don't do. You see, this circumstance also. So I wanted to do the once I had the occasion has there, so I worked. You see.
Okay, what do you think? You know, you had such a long innings with art. What do you think does an artist need to keep doing to allow his art to keep surprising him? making him wonder, touch that magical point in his art? What do you have to consciously do to keep that magic alive?
Consciously you have to work. I hope I don't have the feeling that I have I finished working, you see, or finished, arrived some places, you see. So I'm always like to do something which I have not done, you see, which will surprise me, as you said, you see. It might happen today, and then tomorrow it is no more surprise, you see, it is you have done. So you have to go again. So this way of, is you have to be confident. At the same time, you have to have some doubt about it. So these two have to mix up and go on working.
That's right. That's right. Finally, what has this whole life of living as an artist made you understand about life? What perspectives have you, achieved? What do you think? What are we here for, and what are we living for?
These are big questions. Where we are coming from, where we are going, and where, So, this we don't know, you see. Only thing that I know, that I'm happy that I could do what I'm doing, you see. And if I can do this till the end, happy.
Great.
Happiest man, you see.
Great.
And what else we want?
Absolutely. We really wish you all the best, and we hope that this spirit of, the blend of self-doubt as well as confidence keeps you going and creating better and better, and keeps surprising you. Thank you so much for coming to our studios.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
From scholarships to awards to a grand living out of art, Sakti Burman's life has played with many colors on the palette. But what's remained a constant has been the world within lines and curves and tales kept alive. Here's to more such living between us.